In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best obtainable shooting guards in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to D tier, and we have about 30 to 35 of the best obtainable shooting guards right now in my team. So if you guys saw my point guard tier list going over the best obtainable point guards in the game, basically what I mean by obtainable is all of these shooting guards are obtainable for a majority of the player base, right? You can get all of these cards either no money spent or on a budget. You know what I mean? You don't have to spend, millions of MT to get Kevin Durant or, Dr. J, or to get like 100 overall T-Mac or 100 overall Carmelo, right? Or, 100 overall Larry Bird. This is going to be the best shooting guards in this game that are obtainable. So like the most amount of MT I think on this tier list is like 250k for maybe like a LaMarcus Aldridge or an Amen Thompson. Those are like the two most expensive cards. Other than that, it's basically just all of the best obtainable shooting guards in this game, and we have about 30 to 35 on this tier list. So starting off with Dr. J here, I mean, he goes for like 25k, and I would say when we're talking about the best obtainable shooting guards in this game, obviously this is not his Dark Matter, this is not his Invincible card, because for a majority of the player base, those cards aren't obtainable. For his Pink Diamond, I mean, I think he's still probably S tier. He is still one of the best shooting guards in this entire game for his price. 6'7" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan. I mean, it's Dr. J. He's still got that great jump shot. He's still got the KD escape, Kawhi Leonard behind the back. I mean, maybe you could go like high A tier if you wanted to for this card, but it's still Dr. J, man. I think he's still probably in that S tier category. Now, Dark Matter DeMar DeRozan, he's like 100,000 MT, but I mean, realistically, he's just not that great of a card. Maybe D tier is a little bit too low for him. Like maybe we go C tier. But if I look at the rest of the tier list, he's probably, honestly, even though he's a Dark Matter, maybe one of the worst cards on this list. So I think, and again, for his price, he's just not worth it. 6'7" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan. His stats, honestly, for a Dark Matter are not that great. Like defensively wise, not that great of stats, only an 88 3 ball. Animations wise, his jump shot's only on quick timing. It's not a great jump shot. His dribble sigs are honestly very mid. This is just not a great card, so I do not recommend this card if you're looking for a shooting guard. Would definitely put him in the D tier category. Talking about Galaxopal, how do you say his name? Buzelis? Mateus Buzelis? I think Buzelis is how you pronounce his last name. And I would say he's probably S tier as well. This card goes for like 90k, I believe, maybe 100k at the most. 6'10" shooting guard, 6'10" wingspan, and he is an absolute beast at the shooting guard position. 99 driving dunk, 98 vertical, obviously has Hall of Fame poster. I mean, this card's stats and badges are actually really good for a Galaxy Opal, especially being 6'10" at shooting guard. His jump shot's not bad, not my favorite jump shot in this game, but it's definitely a solid release. He's got the Pro 2 fade, Booker dribble style, KD size up, Tare escape is one of the best escapes in this game, and then he does have the Fox behind the back. So again, for an obtainable shooting guard, yes, he's not like S tier compared to like a Kevin Durant, the Dr. J, Invincible, right? Or all of these best shooting guards in the game like T-Mac, right? Larry Bird. Is he a S tier compared to those cards? No, but for an obtainable shooting guard tier list, I think he's easily going to be in the S tier category. Now, Dark Matter JDub, I think is probably in the middle. I would say he's B tier. He was the domination prize for season 6, and he's a good Dark Matter. He plays good defense, but he's only 6'5" at the shooting guard position. He does have a longer wingspan, and he does play good defense, like I said, but realistically, I think he's going to be in that B tier category. Now, Pink Diamond Jabari Smith Jr., again, I think has to be in the S tier category. Like this card for 25k, I believe, maybe he's down to 20k by now. I think he's like 20 to 25k. 6'11" shooting guard, 7'3" wingspan with an amazing jump shot. That is insane. Again, for an obtainable card at the shooting guard position, this is one of the best shooting guards in this game, 1000%. He's easily going in that S tier category. Now talking about Galaxy Opal Andre Roberson, I think he's decent. I think realistically, because of his jump shot, he can't be any higher than B tier. His jump shot's not great, but his defense is really, really good. If we take a look at Roberson here, 6'7" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan, amazing defensive card, like great defender. His sigs are actually not that bad. Like he's got Booker dribble style, Tare escape, jump shot, not great, but it's not horrible. So I feel like for me, Roberson is probably fair in that B tier category. Dark Matter Karl Malone, I like A tier for Karl Malone. I don't think he's as good as like Buzelis, Jabari Smith, Dr. J, but he's a good card. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Karl Malone, obviously, in real life, but I mean, this 2K card is pretty good. 6'9" at shooting guard, 7-foot wingspan. He's going to play really good defense. His stats are really good for a Dark Matter, like damn near close to 100 overall stats. Jump shot wise, not great, but also not bad in my opinion. Like I think it's a good jump shot. Pro 2 fade's nice to have. Garland dribble style is really good. Curry escape is obviously good. So I think Malone is A tier. I think for his price, I mean, he's about 100,000 MT. I think for 100k, I'd probably take Buzelis over him. And obviously for a cheaper price, Jabari Smith Jr. and Dr. J are just better in my personal opinion. Now talking about Galaxy Tare Eason, I would say he's also an A tier. I don't think he's S, but I think he's very close. He's a great shooting guard. He's really good offensively, and he's a free card from the Glitch Festival. So these cards, at least right now for the next week or so, in the next couple days, like 4 or 5 days, till we get to season 7, and same thing, well, JDub will be obtainable the entire year, but with the Glitch Festival cards, you know, they're still obtainable right now. Like, you're able to get Tare Eason very easily, and I'm not putting the 100 overall Glitch Festival cards or the Invincibles because those cards aren't obtainable for 99.9% of the player base, where I think Tare Eason is. He only costs like I think 8 or 10 Galaxy Opal pieces. Now talking about Dark Matter George Gerving, I think this card is good as well. I would say he's probably also in the A tier category. He's a very well-rounded shooting guard. He just plays good defense. He's got a good jump shot. He's a good slashing card. He's just solid at the shooting guard position. Mikal Bridges is decent. I think Mikal Bridges is probably B tier. He's a good two-way shooting guard, but realistically, I don't think he's much higher than B tier. Now, Dark Matter and Thompson, again, like I was talking about, probably the most expensive card on this list, or at least one of the most expensive cards, but he's only 200k, right, at the most, and I think he's even less in price because he's down, you know, just because there's so many good shooting guards that came out with the out of position drop and just the market being low right now, or at least was low over the weekend. So the thing with Dark Matter and Thompson is, yes, he's expensive, like he's 200k, but that's like the most expensive card we have on this list, and I think he's obtainable, right? Like, I mean, yes, 200k is expensive on one card, but he's obtainable. Like, I mean, I have him on my no money spent account, and I have a good team around him. It's not like I just have Thompson and that's it on my squad. Like, I have Thompson, I have Galaxy Opal Wemby, Dark Matter Jason Kidd, Dark Matter Giddy, right? Like, I have a good squad around him, Pink Diamond Beasley, right? I have all these good cards around him, Thompson, and I'm able to get him on the no money spent. So I think that's where I kind of consider him to be obtainable, and he is easily like a top. He's probably the best obtainable shooting guard in this game. You know, there's cards like Dark Matter Kawhi that might be better than this card, but again, I don't think Kawhi is obtainable for the majority of the player base because he goes for 400 or 500k. I think that's a little bit too expensive in my personal opinion. Now, talking about Pink Diamond and Mori Caspi, this card's really good. Don't get it twisted that he's a Pink Diamond, and Mori Caspi is really good at the shooting guard position. 6'9" at shooting guard with a great jump shot. He has tray escape. He has some nice sigs. He's got good movement. He feels extremely fast in game. Mori Caspi, I'm throwing him in the A tier category. Now, Galaxy Opal OG for me is probably C tier. He's not a bad card whatsoever. He's not bad, but I think, you know, just Roberson's probably just a better version of OG Anunoby. I think Mikal Bridges is probably just a better version of that Galaxy Opal OG. We'd love to see a Dark Matter OG Anunoby coming out soon. I think he could be an absolute beast at the shooting guard position. Galaxy Opal OG Mayo, that card is just, one, not worth his price, and also just, two, not a good card. He's obtainable, but I don't think he's very good. He's going to be in the D tier category. Now, I almost said Pink Diamond. Dark Matter Peja, easily an S. Again, he's in the Glitch Festival. You know, he's in the exchanges. He only costs 8 Dark Matter pieces. If you got the Invincible piece on Sunday for winning 5 games in a row in the Triple Threat Park, if you got that, now you have 6 Dark Matter pieces. If you exchange it down, you're only 2 Dark Matter pieces away. Like, you can easily get this card, no money spent. You can easily get him and Tare Eason, you know, if you wanted to, no money spent, and without, you know, buying packs or buying Hoff boxes. So again, I consider him obtainable, and he's 6'10" at shooting guard with a great jump shot. He's one of the best obtainable shooting guards in this game. Now, Dark Matter Joe Johnson, people are probably going to call me crazy. I'm just not a huge fan of this card. I think he's solid, but I would take Roberson over him. I would take Mikal. I would take Jalen Williams. I just was not a huge fan of that Dark Matter Joe Johnson card. Now, Galaxy Opal Karis LeVert, again, just not a great card in my personal opinion. I do think he's going to be in D tier. Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap is a good card. I would say he's A tier. He's 6'8" at the 2, has a good jump shot, solid sigs, good defensive card. He's just a good all-around shooting guard. I think for an obtainable shooting guard tier list, he's going to be in the A tier category. Now, Thabo Sefolosha, he's another good card. I would say he's probably a step below those cards, but he's really good. Maybe I could go A tier. I would probably go like high B tier for Sefolosha, because, like, for example, I think Pink Diamond Roko and Pink Diamond and Mori Caspi are just slightly better in my personal opinion. I want to obviously have like a little bit of difference in the tier list, so I want to put Roko and Mori Caspi just that step above Thabo Sefolosha. But Roko is 6'9" at shooting guard with a 7'2" wingspan, and his defense is like insane. Roko's defense is like pretty much no other card in this game. He plays such great defense, you know, and he's got a good jump shot on the catch and shoot. So I do really like Roko, and he's like 5,000 MT. We're gonna throw him in the A tier category. Dark Matter Ron Artest, I would say still probably S tier. His defense is really good. His jump shot's still really good. And Ron Test, I'm going to check on Xbox, but like, is he not close to a buy now price? I would say at the most he's like 150K. I don't see him for a buy now price on Xbox, but like, I'm sure he's been a buy now before. He's probably like 150K at the most. And I think for that price is definitely an obtainable shooting guard. Ray Allen, you guys know how much I hate this Ray Allen card. I'm going to throw that card in D tier on every single tier list for the rest of my life because I hate that Ray Allen card with a passion. I'm going to throw him in the D tier category. Galaxy with James Jones, people are going to call me crazy. I think he's B tier. I wasn't a huge fan of this card. Like, I thought he was good, and I do think he's a really good shooting it. Man, I'm so sick, bro. I can't talk, dude. Oh my god, I have no voice. But James Jones, like, I wasn't the biggest fan of this card. I think he's good. He's in B tier. Like, he's a good shooting guard that's obtainable, but I don't think he's A tier on the level of Tare Eason. That's just my personal opinion, but I know a lot of people do like James Jones. Corver, I think, is good, but at this stage of the game, I don't know. He just doesn't really do it for me. He was good when he came out, but he just doesn't really do it for me at this point in the cycle. Galaxy Ricky Davis, I would say very high A. He's very close to that S tier category. I just wish that he had better dribble sigs. Now talking about this Sasha card, Pavlovich. Holy hell, I can't speak. But I think he's B tier. He's actually a really good card. He's actually a very underrated shooting guard. I think he's going to be in like lower B tier. Bilal Coulibaly is really good. I think Bilal Coulibaly is going to be an A tier. I don't know if he's necessarily worth his price, but he is an obtainable shooting guard, so he has to be on this list. And I think he's going to be in that A tier category. Neesmith is not great, so I'm going to probably throw him in C tier. Grant Hill, also not great, probably going to throw him in C tier as well. Just not a huge fan of this card's jump shot. Galaxy Paul George, he recently came down in price. He's like 100K, and for 100,000 MT, maybe not worth his price, but he's obtainable, and he's actually really good at the shooting guard position. Would love to see a Dark Matter Paul George coming out very soon, but I feel like they're probably going to skip to his 100 overall card. But Galaxy Paul George, for an obtainable shooting guard, I do think is going to be A tier. Gordon Hayward is good as well. I think Gordon Hayward's probably on that same level as like a Dark Matter George Gerving. I would say Moses Moody also probably in C tier alongside Aaron Neesmith, and then Dark Matter LaMarcus Aldridge, one of the best obtainable shooting guards in this entire game. 6'11" at shooting guard with a great jump shot. I think him and Amen Thompson are probably the two best, holy voice crack, two best obtainable shooting guards right now in this game. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful and this tier list helpful. I really like doing these obtainable card tier lists. I think these are super helpful for a majority of the player base. You know, if you don't have the most amount of money to spend on this game, or you're not grinding the game like crazy and you don't have a lot of MT to spend to buy those top shooting guards, I feel like this tier list should be really helpful for you guys to know, you know, who are the best shooting guards in this game that you could realistically get, because you're not realistically going to get Invincible Dr. J, you know, 100 overall T-Mac, 100 overall Bird. Most people aren't going to be able to get those cards. So if you can't get those cards, these are the best shooting guards to go after, in my personal opinion. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Man, I keep voice cracking. Peace.